is how you're going to thread your looper thread if you have a Juki MF-890 cover stitch. Don't use your fingers. Use this little guy here, a pair of tweezers. I mean, for a while, I actually got in the habit of not turning my machine off, but you should really turn your sewing machine off if you are going to thread the looper, because fingers are important. So you're gonna go ahead and, oh, by the way, I'm focusing on like this bottom portion. Feeding the thread up through the top bead of the machine is actually pretty easy. So I'm gonna start down here below. So before you start threading your machine, you're gonna have like the plates on top and below closed. So first you're gonna open this plate up top, and then you're gonna open the enclosure down below. So you're gonna take your thread, and there's actually a lot of these little guys to go around. You're gonna see this thing that it's like 2 metal grommets. That's one of the tensioners. You're gonna loop your thread around there, and then maybe you can make this go down a little bit more. And then this guy right here, there's a horizontal loop you're gonna put your thread around, and then if you notice, there's this guy here should be flat. So you should be able to see this Allen bolt very easily before you get to the next step. If you can't see it, then just turn the flywheel on your machine until you can. And then you're going to go through the top of the machine. Okay, so I hope you can see that. So you're going to go through the top of the machine. You're going to then, can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. No, now you can. Okay, so now if you're looking in the top here, there's a little loop here. You want to take your thread and you want to put it through that first loop. Okay. And then you want to go through the middle of this little wheel. Come on. Try not to lose your thread if you can. Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm going to pull that and then I'm going to put it through. It's like a horizontal loop that's like created. That takes a minute of getting used to. Oh, we're almost through. Oh, you're almost through. Okay. And then there's another little loop, which is this little guy here. So you want to put your thread through that other loop. And then you're going to pull your thread out just a little bit. You're going to give it some room. And then you're going to twist the flywheel so that you can then put your thread through the looper. So this little thing, I call it a hammer. I don't really know if that's actually what it's called. I should ask my sewing machine mechanic. I'm going to go through the back of that. Then I'm going to pull my thread out. And then I'm going to twist the flywheel again. And grab my thread. And then I'm going to put that through that hole. And then I'm going to pull up. Come on. Yeah, make sure your thread doesn't get caught in any of these like miscellaneous screws. And then I'm just gonna pull my thread just to make sure it's cool. Good times. And if you will be doing stretch knits for whatever reason, what we've just threaded, this is called the looper thread. This is the thread that goes on the underside of your cover stitch. But if you are sewing with stretch knits, you can use regular thread, I guess. I wouldn't recommend it in all cases. I'm going to be doing some swimwear. So I'm actually going to use a thread called woolly nylon. And woolly nylon is this thread right here. So see how it's like really fuzzy? It's really difficult to thread your cover stitch using woolly nylon because it's not terribly compliant. So what I do is I use my regular thread to go through the threading procedure, and then I will tie my woolly nylon thread to my regular thread and just pull it through the machine. So I'll actually do a couple of ties just to make sure that the thread doesn't break when I pull it through. And even though it sounds really counterintuitive to do it like this, roll with it because it works. You just kind of want to go really fast when you pull it through. I don't know specifically why this is so awesome, but I suspect it has something to do with not having the nylon, the woolly nylon thread get like super like stuck in like various parts of the you know, this whole, you know, Rube Goldberg thing. But it's not really Rube Goldberg because this actually does serve a function. So it's not just some simple bullshit that you're doing. It actually, there's a point. So that is how you thread your Juki MF-890 cover stitch.